All right, guys, we just restarted. I don't know. We're probably going to miss a bunch of people, but for some reason we went out. We only have like about 10 more minutes left to go. So we'll see if anybody shows up. We got 0. Oh, we got 1 watching. Oh, hey, we got 1. Woohoo!
Okay, you found us. A couple of you found us. Yay!
A couple of you found us. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Our internet is fine, so I don't know what happened here. It might have been a YouTube glitch.
Might have been a YouTube glitch, but let me go ahead real quick. I'm going to grab this link and send it over in the Facebook, so at least people. We got, all right, we grabbed a few people. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. I guess that was time for a potty break.
Yeah, apparently so. Okay, so we are done with the remove all obstacles. And so let's go down. The next one is basically like double down your listing, guys. You got to double down. You know, you've got a limited amount of time before hopefully sales are going to start picking up big time for fourth quarter. So you need to get your stuff listed now, right?
You really do.
And every day.
You can't sell what you don't have listed. Go through those piles, pick out your seasonal items, make sure all of your seasonal items are up. You know, dishes, Christmas decorations, Thanksgiving items, Hanukkah items, make sure New Year's items, make sure all that stuff is up there. Right now, heading into costume season, so definitely get all your Halloween stuff up there. Halloween stuff is hot right now, of course, but it's really important to get that stuff listed now. And then also list your highest dollar items first. Dig through your piles, go dig through your money piles, your death pile, whatever the heck you want to call it, and grab out your most profitable items or things that you think will sell in fourth quarter, giftable items, collectibles, that type of thing. Get them listed. If you need to prioritize because you have so much stuff, then prioritize it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have death piles and you you got to be realistic and understand that, like, if you've got 1,000 items, you're not going to list them all before fourth quarter. So you got to prioritize. You got to go with, like she said, most valuable, anything that's like seasonal, make sure you get your Christmas stuff up. And also anything that's like new that, you know, is more likely to be purchased as a gift. Prioritize, make sure you're focusing on those things and be listing every single day. Like, get into that habit. Seriously.
Definitely get in there and list the stuff every day. Even as we say in our group, list 2 new items every day. You might want to challenge yourself to do a little bit more now. It's definitely, this is the time when you want to build up that inventory. The more things you have in your store, the more items people are going to find. And I will say that even as somebody that sells mostly one-off items, this is the only time of the year that I tend to find customers buy more than one item, because once they're in your store, they just kind of shop around a little bit. And that is not something that happens for me most of the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But this time of the year, people are in the mood to buy. I know I am. I buy fourth quarter more than I do any other time of the year.
What are you going to buy me?
I don't know. We'll see. Nothing.
What?
These sales better pick up if you want nice Christmas gifts again.
Yeah, seriously, be listening every day. And also, I saw earlier, I didn't get a chance to say something, but Kelly, Hip Flip and Mama, did say that she has been taking my advice. She works a regular full-time job, and so she's been taking my advice, and like when she gets home, trying to list at least a couple of items every night. And she says it's definitely impacting her sales, and she's been getting more sales and stuff. So that's pretty awesome. Next thing on our list is you need to be using promotions, promoted listings, doing sales. If you have a store, especially if you don't have a store, think about getting a store so that you can get those coupons for shipping supplies, but also so you can do sales, because people are looking for sales. They're looking to spend money, but they're also looking to save money. And you got to get into the buyer psychology. They want to see that the strike through that says they're getting 10% off, 15% off, 20% off, whatever it is.
Yeah. Strike through sales are good. And do it by category, do it by your whole store, whatever. Even if you're doing 5% sales, 10, 15, whatever works for you. I tend to do my sales on a weekly rotation. I always have a sale going, and I tend to do my whole store. Sometimes I split it by, you know, a few different categories with different percentages. I play around with it, but my sales are always a week long, because then I can end and restart. And that's just how I do it. But you find what works for you, experiment, play around with it a little bit. Promoted listings. If you're not using promoted listings, get in there and try it out. Nobody's saying that you have to do trending rates on everything. I know that they're awfully high in some categories, but it's usually the saturated categories, like clothing. Used clothing is a very saturated category, so they're using trending rates because you're having to dig through so many thousands of items. They're trying to give you that advantage on you know, wherever you fall in that 1,000+ black T-shirt category. So, or a million plus. So I think that that's something you definitely need to look into. Don't just list your stuff, throw it up there and hope for the best. You've got to play around and maximize the tools that eBay gives you. And I get that nobody wants to pay extra money to eBay using promoted listings, but you know what? If it gives you a lot more sales, which it does for me, 40% of my sales are through promoted listings. I pay a couple $100 a month in promoted listing fees, and I don't like it. Nobody likes it, but I definitely like the additional sales that come from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have my whole theory, like, so I'm selling all men's clothing. I know clothing is a more saturated category. A lot of people, when they get into selling, clothing is what they go for. So it is super competitive, and that's why a lot of times those rates can be pretty high. But my whole thing is, like, ever since they did that whole 2-week period where you can't have your stuff on sale, I cut my regular prices by 40%, and I'm doing much lower strike through sales. But I am finding that I'm selling a lot more stuff at the original price.
Me too.
During those 2 weeks. So I'm making more money there. And also my strike through sales have everything selling at a slightly higher price than they were before. So while it's really kind of, yes.
So who'd have thunk that maybe they knew what they were doing when
maybe. But so while it's frustrating to have to like change the way that you do things, you do have to adapt and figure out what is going to work. And so for me, I've kind of figured out, like, okay, I'm making more money per item because of the way it is now. And so rather than losing the money in the percentage off during sales, because I'm selling it for a lower price, I'm paying out more money through promoted listings. And I really feel like it's kind of balancing out.
Yeah.
And so I'm having to do it that way, but it's the way you got to do it in order to be competitive and to be able to sell more stuff. And let me tell you, I went to trending rates about a month and a half ago on all of my listings. And in the last month, my sales have gone way up, way up. So, I mean, you just got to do what you got to do, guys. Let's see, what is
Justin Packman? Thanks for stopping in
at
work. Kara, I saw your question earlier. I'm sorry I didn't get to it. She's asking, is anyone having problems syncing Bonanza with eBay? She's pulling her hair out. My stuff has been synced with Bonanza for like 10 years. So I will say that I haven't had any sales there in a couple of weeks, which is not normal. I usually sell a couple $100 a month on Bonanza. One thing they have not been doing is ending my items when they sell on Bonanza. So I guess I probably have problems with syncing too. I've been going in and manually ending them.
Yeah.
So if anyone else is having that problem or has any, answers for Kara, please pop on in.
Yeah, Alice, I just added the link to this show in the comments for the first show, so hopefully that will help people find this one. So sorry about the hassle here. So also, talking about we're talking about eBay, but in looking at like using promotions, promoted listings, different sales and stuff like that, you want to be experimenting and figure out like what's going to work for you. I just started today this new thing on Etsy. They have this new thing where you can set up this special thing where it sends coupons. There's 2 different ways you can do it. You can have them send a coupon to people who abandon their cart. So if you know what that is, basically it's like somebody goes in your store, they see like a t-shirt that they like and they put it in their cart, but then they never actually buy it. And so then, like a day later, it's just basically, it's considered like it's an abandoned cart, but they still have it sitting in their cart and you want them to come back and complete the sale. And so they have this thing where you can set up, basically it's like you do a budget. It costs like 10 cents for every coupon that gets sent. And so like I set it up so I have a $10 a month budget. So that means 100 coupons can be sent out. So what it'll do is when somebody abandons a cart, it'll send them an email and you get to pick what your percentage is. So I chose 15% off. So basically they'll get an email saying like, hey, here's a coupon code, come back, buy the thing that's in your cart and you get 15% off. So I'm going to try that out. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to know if it does, because if they buy something, they're going to have to use that coupon. So I'm going to know that coupon was used. And so I'll know that 10 cents was worth spending. Also, you can set it up so when people favorite something, so on Etsy, they favorite an item.
I get those all the time. They never result in sales, I'll tell you.
Yeah. So I'm experimenting with that as well. So it's the same thing. They favorite your item. They'll send out a coupon. Again, 10 cents per coupon. I don't know if it's going to work.
Barbara said it hasn't worked for her, but I guess we'll see.
I think it's more likely to work maybe with somebody who puts something in a cart because they've actually gone through the steps of putting it into their cart. Whereas favoriting something, I mean, that could just be one of you guys going and looking at my store and favoriting something with no intention of buying it. So we'll see. I'm testing it out, testing the waters. So we'll try it.
And as we have to wrap up, unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, but we've got just a couple more minutes here because I know my landlord's going to knock on the door and want to go in the backyard. Right. And the dogs are going to go bananas.
Well, I think this one's really important.
This is very important. This is our last tip anyway, and it's a really important
This is something that people don't think about. But listen, we're all about building a community. We've got our Facebook group, the Boss Group. You can find the link down below. We've got these regular shows that we do 3 times a week, and you guys are in the chat. We have each other. Look to your community. Look to other people in your groups that you're in. Things are going to come up. You're going to have problems. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be stuck in a situation where you need some advice. We're here.
Kara has some questions about Bonanza. Those of us that use Bonanza, we can try and answer those questions. You know, you have a question about shipping something or where to ship it or you know, how to price a certain item or whatever. You're frustrated about a customer in a situation that happened. You know, don't just throw your hands up in the air and say I quit or this is too much or I hate eBay and that's it, I'm out. You know, it helps to actually go in and have somebody to talk to and bounce your ideas off of. That's why if you have a local meetup group in your area, definitely get involved with your community.
Yeah.
Join the Facebook groups, join our Boss Facebook group. The link is down below.
You're super dumb and you forget to order padded flat rate mailers from the post office like me. And then you like cry about it to everybody. And what do you know? We've
got 2 or 3 people here in our town that can help us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
okay.
yeah.
So Rags, Sandy just asked us to review all the tips. So it's a good idea. So first of all, shipping materials. So basically go through and make sure you have all of your supplies, whether it's boxes, poly mailers, tape, labels, anything that you're going to need during 4th quarter. Make sure you stock up now so you don't have to worry about it during 4th quarter. Number 2.
Organize your inventory, your workspace, your shipping station. Make sure you're all dialed in before everything gets crazy. Make sure you know where everything is and it's easily accessible to help speed of shipping and grabbing your items.
Yep. Number 3, add multiple shipping options to your listing. So whether you do free shipping or whatever, if there is an upgrade that you can offer it. People will pay for it. Don't make them ask for it. Have it already there so that they can pick that as an option. Number 4.
Remove all obstacles. Don't fear your customer wanting an address change. Make it easy for your customer. Do not put obstacles in front of them to purchase your items from you. International shipping. Try it on your own. Please try it on your own. Make
Watch
it
our
better
videos.
for your customer. Make it better for yourself. Make more money for yourself. Put more money in your pocket. Make it easier and cheaper for your customer. And check out Pirate Ship where you can save money on your shipping.
Yeah, with a simple export rate for international shipping. Number 5, double down on listing. So really put your nose to the grindstone.
If you were doing 2, do 4.
Yep, get your inventory built up. Get stuff listed. Remember, most valuable stuff first. Any seasonal stuff first, anything that's more likely to sell during the holidays, like if you have new stuff, stuff that people would be more likely to buy as gifts, prioritize
tablecloths, dishes, this type of stuff sells real big now heading into the holiday season. People like to entertain.
Yep. All right. Number 6.
Use promotions and promoted listings. If you have a store, take advantage of these things that are available to you. Help increase your sales and your turnover. Experiment with them. Try them. Yeah. You know, try them a little bit here and there. The Etsy coupon thing, try that out.
Strike through pricing stuff. People are more likely to buy multiple items from you. So do the promotions where it's like buy one, get the second one 30% off. Buy one, get one free. Buy 3, get whatever. So just play around with that stuff. And then number 7, the last one is look to groups that you're in. Look to your peers. Look to your friends, other sellers for advice and help and support because we're all here to help each other. You're not going through this alone, whether this is your first time or you've been doing this for years. There's still always going to be problems that come up, and we're here to help you out, even if we're just here to be like, man, that sucks. Let's drink some booze.
And I commiserate.
Yep.
Exactly. And somebody had asked, you know, what time is No Pants Friday? No Pants Friday is at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
4 p.m. Eastern time. We will be here for our regular show. We are going to wrap this up a little earlier than we usually end up because we always end up.
We always go well over an hour. I know. Sorry.
Yeah, but we do have somebody coming over. So thank you guys for sticking around and coming back, even though we were having technical difficulties. We really appreciate you. We think you're awesome. So go out, finish up your listing, get some good work done today, and boss up.
I'm going to list my butt off today.
Bye, guys.
Bye.